Domination is not strength. Let that sink in. For anyone facing narcissistic abuse or coordinated harassment, our culture often teaches the opposite, and abusers exploit it. It often starts with love bombing, too much, too fast. Then intimidation, comply or lose belonging. Obedience is demanded, dissent is silenced. The loudest voice in the room seems to hold the most power. In workplaces, command and control becomes monitoring, calendars, chats, proximity. In families, triangulation turns loved ones into informants, quieting dissent. In communities and online, coordinated smears and pile-ons enforce control. This is a damaging misunderstanding of real power. It is a trap, control dressed up as care, a fragile illusion that breaks what it seeks to hold: trust, safety, truth. This essay is about a different kind of power, a power that doesn't need to shout or surveil to be heard, a power that grows from wholeness, not force. It shows up as steady, trauma-informed presence. We can call this quiet authority, leading and living rooted in connection, not control, grounded in the courage to be vulnerable, grounded in the wisdom to listen, the feminine edge, a way of being our world needs, boundaries, consent, informed choice. Let's be clear about our terms. Domination is narcissistic control. It runs on fear and coercion, gaslighting that rewrites reality, smear campaigns and flying monkeys, monitoring, message floods, and subtle surveillance, whispers that isolate, doors quietly close, all to silence and control. This is external power. It's loud and performative, and often brittle. From afar, it can look effective. Up close, trust cannot grow. True strength for survivors begins in the body. Slow, steady breathing to settle a shaken nervous system. Staying present with discomfort, your own, and others. Then naming harm and setting firm, compassionate boundaries. This is quiet authority. Safety first, dignity intact. Not power over anyone, power within to choose your next wise step. Document what happened. Notes, timestamps, screenshots. Use secure devices and trusted channels when seeking help. Trauma-informed support matters. Small circles that listen and believe. When abuse ends, safety returns. Trust takes root again. Collaboration and creativity begin to bloom. Domination is loud. It has to be. It feeds on external validation and the compliance of others. True power returns when safety does, and with it, trust and innovation. Narcissistic abuse and coordinated harassment turn life into a constant battle for control, at profound human cost. Demands replace collaboration, reality is spun, and victims are blamed for the harm. People perform to survive. Chronic fear, hypervigilance, isolation, edging into learned helplessness. On the surface, it's polished, press room spin, and masked smiles that hide coercion. Fear motivates, but it corrodes trust, bodies, and minds. Shame cycles tighten, and the harm runs deep. If you've endured this, your reactions make sense. This is not your fault. Shame and blame bury learning and growth. Silenced voices and stalled creativity. A profound waste of human potential. Emotional manipulation dressed as care. Love bombing, triangulation. I'm just worried about you. Confusing and damaging. This is not kindness. It's control in costume. A violation of trust and a clear sign that strength is absent. Domination is born from fear, scarcity, losing control, appearing weak, walls around a fragile self, like cracked earth where nothing takes root. Choose courageous alternatives. Clear policies, document everything, enable third-party reporting, practice restorative repair, and set community boundaries, building bridges and renewal from within. In contrast to the noise of domination stands the quiet strength of presence. Calm, steady, human. Presence is being fully where you are, with who you're with, breath steady, body grounded, no judgment. A felt, attentive awareness that co-regulates nervous systems. People feel seen, heard, and valued before being fixed. Deep listening hears needs beneath words. Safety, respect, clarity, belonging. Respond, don't react. Pause, mirror what you heard and ask, did I get that right? Psychological safety grows through regular check-ins and consent to give feedback. Trauma-aware leadership notices triggers, widens the window of tolerance, and avoids shaming or surprise escalations. Trust your gut when something feels off. Name reality gently. Validation is the antidote to gaslighting. Mirror feelings. It makes sense you feel angry and tired. I'm here with you. Use clear norms. Timed rounds, no interruptions, cameras optional, breaks on request. Emotional mastery. Feel fully, regulate, then choose the most caring, effective next step. Your non-anxious presence becomes an anchor in the storm. Over time, presence, deep listening, and skill earn trust, and performance rises without fear. Vulnerability turns individuals into a team that protects truth and each other. Let's make this real. I worked with a senior executive, Maria, brought in to steady a division wounded by narcissistic leadership and smear tactics. The prior leader ruled by domination, triangulation, loyalty tests, and organized smear campaigns. The team was burnt out, resentful, hypervigilant, performance in free fall. Everyone expected force. Instead, she listened. No grand speech. She asked, "What's working? What's not? What do you need to feel safe and succeed?" Then she stood up anonymous reporting and a clear safety protocol. "Thank you for your candor. I hear harm and resilience. Starting today, no triangulation, clear boundaries and consequences, documented agreements, confidential reporting. My job is safety, ours is repair." A quiet, collective exhale. She invited partnership, not submission, direct conversations, no side channels, and weekly circles for repair. Decisions matched promises, clear, fair, kind, documented follow-through, collaboration celebrated, performance rose through trust, not fear. That is quiet authority in action. Growing this inner strength is a practice, available to all, including those facing abuse or stalking. First, practice presence. For 5 minutes, notice your breath, scan your body, then scan your environment. Name what you see and hear. If fear spikes, gently return to breath and the room you are in. Second, name your inner life and your reality. Label feelings without blame. Note patterns and red flags. Document dates, times, messages, and incidents in a secure journal or app. Third, choose wholeness over control. Seek support you trust. Set and state boundaries. Leverage policies and the law where needed. Disengage from baiting. No debate, no reply. The path of domination is a dead end. It isolates and burns out. Your safety and dignity are non-negotiable. Answer the call to a strength that heals, connects, and protects life, accessible to you, starting now. The ultimate aim is highest self-mastery. Not perfection, but living from values and responsibility. Steer from your wisest self, not fear, old wounds, or ego's need for validation. Keep getting back up. Learn. Choose courage over comfort. Presence and integrity change the weather in every room. We reclaim the feminine genius, empathy, collaboration, and care as human essentials. If you or someone you know faces narcissistic abuse or organized stalking, document safely, tell a trusted ally, and contact local resources or hotlines. Breathe, name a feeling, save evidence securely, keep a dated log. Leaders and bystanders, believe, set boundaries, and intervene with care. These are the seeds of a new kind of strength, quiet and brave, building safer teams and communities. A strength that lasts. Share this message so others feel less alone. Domination is not strength. Wholeness is. Let us choose wholeness. If this helped, feel free to subscribe or follow.